Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, Sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. I will tell y'all, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss this episode. This is going to be one of our epic episodes, and I want you to join in. And the name of our topic today is, does our black women really understand what's going on? I don't think so, Blow.
Yeah, you already know it's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Again, 704-449-6563. You can also watch us live on YouTube. We just put in Time to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word, and we'll pop right on up for you. Without further ado, it's time to tell the truth.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to show y'all some clips. We got some clips that we want to show y'all. Yeah, and watch the hat. I want you to read the hat, okay? Yeah, because a lot of people have been telling me, oh, you want to vote for a convicted felon. Most black households got a convicted felon in somewhere. I don't care where you talk about. So I guess you're saying that's how you feel about them.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing. They won't do nothing because they're convicted felon. And everybody knows that most of the people that's been locked up really been on something bogus. They was trying to give everybody a felon that they possibly could to get their gun rights back, taken from them. That's the reality of what's going on. And I really don't think all our black women understand that.
I mean, you really want what you're getting. You want to be tricked. You
Yeah.
want somebody to appear to be the perfect person, but you look just a tad bit into them, and you see they is definitely not where you want to go.
Absolutely.
I mean, first of all, a lot of people, man, they pick people, like I say, off of everything except for qualifications.
Absolutely, they do. I mean, ain't nobody qualified that's in that White House right now. You knew Joe was demented. He's still demented. You knew Kamala was a laughing hyena. She's still a laughing, cackling hyena and don't know nothing ahead from a hole in the wall, a hole in the ground. She couldn't even find that. I'm trying to tell you. We see you, Sarah. Hey, what's going on? We see you out there. Thanks for joining in today. We got some big topics going on today. We want y'all to chime in. Make sure you throw your cash apps up. Y'all know how we do it, okay? You can call in at 704-449-6563. 704-449-6563. You can call in. Today's topic, I'm going to say it once again, is I really don't think our black women understand what's going on. I don't think our black women really understand what's going on because you see a lot of them. We're going to show you some pics. I'm going to let y'all make a determination on your own. I'm going to let y'all see for yourself. You make the determination. That's what I think, okay? I don't know what you think about it, Blo. Do you think they really know what's going on? Do they understand what's going on?
Well, I mean, I think we're at the point now where, we got to start eliminating Trump from the equation because everybody is pointing a finger at Trump. Really and truly, you need to look and see what do you not like about the Republican Party, minus Trump. Then you have to look and see what are you aligning yourself with when it comes to the Democratic Party. Right. You know what I mean? I can't name as many bad things about the Republican Party as I can about the Democrat Party. Okay, you can say Trump like white people more than blacks, but I think I like black people more than I like white people.
So is that a default?
Does that make me a racist?
Okay.
I mean, sometimes
it shouldn't make you a racist.
I don't think it does make me a racist. I mean, if I get
racist.
locked up and go to prison and I walk in a building, that don't mean that I'm not go get along with no white people in there. But if it's blacks on one side and whites on the other side,
which side you going to?
I'm going over to the black side.
Absolutely.
I mean,
that don't make you racist though.
No, it don't. But alongside of that, okay, Trump a racist. You say all that. What else don't you like about the Republican Party? Right. I mean, the people believe in God. I know I believe in God.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think God should be in the Star Spangled Banner and all the stuff they say in school, the Pledge of Allegiance. Right. I don't think they should have took it out the Pledge of Allegiance.
Absolutely.
I don't agree that the Democrats will get the man of the year, the woman of the year award to a man. Right. I don't think that any man on the planet is more qualified than any woman on the planet.
Right.
I mean, to me, that just sounds like some psychopathic type of stuff.
Yeah, I can go on and on, Blo. I don't think that kids ought to be able to cut their wieners and off and all this stuff, man. Too little to know. I don't think the stuff ought to be in schools, period. I mean, once you get into high school, maybe you can start learning about it somewhere along them lines. I mean, but a kid in elementary, junior, no. That's out of pocket all the way together. And y'all know that. I don't understand it. If you ask a person that, if you go and ask a black woman that, or a woman, period, they is going to agree with what I say. But when you turn around, they will say, oh, we're going to go with Kamala. You know this lady believe that. I don't believe in all these wars that we got going on.
I mean, this lady also believed that it's more than two genders.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's nobody that's on this podcast right now watching us that could really say that it's more than two genders. It's only two genders.
That's it. They know that for a fact. My thing is, how can somebody get you to believe that a man can have a baby? I mean, they can just flat out get you to believe that. They can twist things so much around and tell you that a man can have a baby, and they can actually do that.
I mean, how can somebody convince you to answer this question like this? Is there more than two genders? Ain't that yes?
Yeah.
I mean, no, it ain't no more than two genders.
That's it. It's male and female. That's it.
It's only two genders,
That's
male
it.
and female.
Yeah.
I mean, these people allow people to come in and step over the homeless.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll invite people over to this country. Man, if you swim to America, you can walk up on the land and step over the homeless and get all the benefits.
Absolutely.
Imagination.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, facts. Two genders. The rest is imagination. That's all it is.
And I'm not against, and one thing I can say, I'm not against, if you're a transgender, I'm not against giving a transgender male, giving the Male of the Year award.
Yeah, exactly.
But don't put him over my mama, your grandma, your auntie. Don't do that.
Absolutely. And that's a problem. We got a couple of clips. We was wanting to show it last week, and we just didn't get to make it last week. We had technical difficulties, but we're gonna get back to this. I don't know how many of y'all seen that clip with Trump, where the black journalist, he went to the black journalist meeting, okay, and everybody was bashing about how Trump did this, how Trump didn't do that. We're gonna take a deep dive into this thing, and we're gonna show you a little bit about it. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this clip that we're getting ready to show y'all. I mean, what did you think about the whole exchange? We'll come back on in a second.
In California, go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets. So Donald Trump went to the National Association of Black Journalists, and he got interviewed by three black journalist ladies. And again, Kamala Harris was invited. She didn't go. Even though Kamala Harris has been saying, Donald Trump, why don't you debate me? What are you afraid? Well, you could have been on the same stage with him in front of a friendly audience, the National Association of Black Journalists. She didn't go. She snubbed them. Guess who showed up? Donald Trump showed up. And if you look at Twitter, which is the only social media I go on, it's just bubble confirmation, right? So the people who hate Donald Trump wanted to make it out like Donald Trump looked like an idiot there. Like this guy. So we know this guy's a paid propagandist, right?
One of the worst.
One of the worst. He's not defiant. He's Brooklyn dad compliant, and he goes along with the establishment, including the deep state. And he said, "Holy S, Trump just destroyed himself at the National Association of Black Journalists convention when asked why black people should vote for him when he's been so disrespectful. His answer was evasive and straight up disrespectful." I'm going to play that. So that's that bubble. And by the way, he's promoted on Twitter, so he gets 73,000 likes. That's called a fake like ratio because he's artificially promoted by the algorithm on Twitter because the people who pay him also pay Twitter. Okay, so that's how that works. So now here's a black guy, a black journalist, Tariq Nasheed. He said, "I'm a lifetime member of the National Association of Black Journalists, but they sat up here and got cooked by Trump today by trying to act like shills for the Democrats. If they would have been more objective, their grilling would not have backfired on them." So here's a black journalist. By the way, he also got 65,000 likes. So he did very well on that. And he is saying that the way they treated Trump backfired, and Trump didn't look like an idiot. But if you listen to a paid propagandist, he's going to say Trump did. Well, I'm going to show it to you, and you be the judge. Here we go. Here's how it started.
Giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Now, Trump should have responded, but his response is, okay, I'm going to play it for you. But I think a better response is, well, it's unfortunate Kamala Harris isn't here, so you could ask her why she imprisoned Black people at higher rate. Why Joe Biden wrote the crime bill. I actually did the Step Act, which released Black people from prison. And you're calling me a racist, but you're not going to call Kamala Harris a racist or Joe Biden a racist, who brags still to this day about the crime bill, which imprisoned Black and brown people at much higher rates than their population and are still in prison. I did something to release those people. Kamala Harris, when she was Attorney General, and when they found out that the drug lab was giving false positives and they imprisoned 1,000 Black people, she didn't expose that malfeasance. She covered it up so she could keep and then she laughed about imprisoning poor people's parents for truancy. She laughed about blocking up people for marijuana, and she admitted she smoked it herself. So that's the way he could have went at that. He didn't, which I think that would have been a winner. I don't think he does. Here's how he goes at it. Let's watch.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's
Clearly not going the way they thought it was going to go.
Now you could listen.
Now, my thing is this. Do y'all really think that was the way to go at somebody that came in there? It's some more to that clip, and we're going to get to it. We're going to show it. But I'm saying, man, do y'all really think that's the way that you go? What's up, George? We see you out there. Do y'all really think that's the way you go at somebody when you invite them to your show? And that's the first question. Do you think those Black women were really being considerate? That was a nasty way to go at somebody. What would you have did, bro?
I mean, I'm saying the first thing she said is so many people feel like you shouldn't have showed up today, but he was invited.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it, man.
That he shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
She said so many people feel like you shouldn't be here today. And why not? Okay, if Joe Biden came there, they feel like he need to be there. Yeah, for what reason?
He wouldn't even know he was there.
But I'm trying to make a comparison. Okay, if Kamala came there, for what reason would she feel like I personally, you see my hat? Yeah, I personally wouldn't want Kamala Harris to come nowhere near me. That's my personal feeling. After what she done did to everybody out there, the man just named out some of the stuff that she done. Okay, locking up people, withholding evidence, all kinds of stuff like that. But she would be okay coming to that set? I'm not just saying. I mean, Joe Biden locked up 30% of Black men out here or better, 90% of them, and he would be okay coming to the set. Who wouldn't? I'm trying to figure out who would want this clown coming, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, then you got to ask yourself this. Would they have attacked her had she been there?
No, they wouldn't attack her. Do you think they would have asked her about all of this stuff? No, they would not have. They wouldn't have attacked her off no black. They would have said at least hello. Trump got a lot more to say in this interview, and we're going to keep showing it because this thing is ridiculous. Now, I want to know y'all opinion on this situation, and what do y'all think about the way this lady come out? Now, this is supposed to be a Black journalist. She's supposed to be a journalist. See, you disrespect yourself like that. I mean, you know, when you come out and you're supposed to be some type of journalist. I mean, you out there doing stuff like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that is crazy.
You know, it's ridiculous, man. That's why I really believe our Black women out here are out of touch. I really think most of the Black men get it. They understand it. Why? Because they've been through it. They've been dealing with it. They've been dealing with it basically their whole life.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Some of us do. Some of us still riding with grandma now.
Yeah, that's part of it. You've been indoctrinated. You've been propaganda.
You're so used to your mama and your grandma doing it, just like me, just like you. Mm-hmm. We all learned it. We all come up under it.
I was the same way.
Exactly. We've been on the other side of the argument.
I was the biggest Obama fan you could ever find till I started doing some research on Obama. The guy was nothing. And for y'all out there watching, start telling me something he did for you. That's all. That's all you got to do. Start telling me about the First Step Act. Trump did that. Start telling me about the HBCUs. Trump did that. Start telling me something about it. I ain't even gonna bash him. I'm just gonna ask you to tell me something about what he did.
I know what he did. For the first time in my life, I had got a good job. Well, I couldn't wait on my tax return. I went there. They said, "Did you get Obamacare?" I said, "No, I didn't get Obamacare." They said, "Okay." They took half my tax money for a penalty, and I hadn't gotten sick or been to the doctor the whole time.
Absolutely.
I can understand if I went to the doctor and had an outstanding bill, take it.
Yeah.
I hadn't even been sick that year.
Absolutely.
They just took my money.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, it don't make sense. We're gonna show you some more of this clip because it's real interesting.
Listen to that. There's a lot of black people in the audience that are laughing loudly. Now, are they I think some of them might be laughing because they think what Trump is saying is outrageous, or this is how. I think a lot of them are laughing because he's right. That was an incredibly ridiculous question, and that should be the question you should be asking Joe Biden, because they're journalists. They know that Joe Biden's record. They know he's the one who said he didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. They know that Joe Biden's the one who passed the crime bill. He takes credit for authoring the crime bill, still brags about it to this day. They know Kamala Harris's record as Attorney General in California. They know these things. So I think that's why they are laughing, not at Trump. Some of them probably are, but I think a lot of them are laughing with Trump at them, because that's what sounds like to me. Does it sound like
you're a comedian, Jimmy? You know how crowds sound and you can hear it in the crowd. It's not the same laugh when people are laughing with you, like, "Oh, yes, he got her."
It's
that's
not
a different laugh.
They're not mocking laughing at him. No. They're laughing at, he got her. Yep. And which goes back to that Tariq black journalist critique. Okay, I'll keep going.
Disgraceful.
Let me back it up a little.
They're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much. And, and I say this, historically, black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late. Just so we understand, I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
Mr. President, I would love if you can answer the question on your rhetoric
question.
and why you
I have
believe
answered the question.
Trust you with another 4
I have
years.
been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights
And
Act.
for you to start off a
you can hear the applause to that.
And people were applauding for that.
Yep. On
There's a reason
apparently hostile territory.
Okay, now do y'all think that Trump answered the thing correctly? Did y'all think that Trump was getting on her for the right reasons? It might not be right, but he grown. He'll either change or won't.
He won't either way. You got to figure out how to talk to certain people.
What y'all think about that statement she just put up?
It might not be right, but he grown. Yeah, you're right. He can respond to that any way he want to respond to that. Absolutely. You came off nasty. He telling you, hey, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Like you said, you put the ball on his court. He can run with it either way he want to run.
Right. He said that right thing all the time.
Not saying it's right or wrong though.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what I'm talking about is, if you come out, he's speaking facts, George. If you come off on me nasty, you expect me to just sit there and take that.
I mean, you're not going to sit there and just take that.
I mean, I'm just saying, you come off me in a nasty manner under false pretenses. I get here and you want me to answer a nasty question that you just put out to me. I mean, you know, Kamala ain't here. Where's she at? Where's her question? She was supposed to be there. She didn't show up.
I think the people that responded in the way what they was talking about, kind of like laughing with Trump said, yeah, you told them. Those are the people that we be talking about that keep it 100.
Exactly.
Those are people that recognize when somebody respond or do something the way that they would do it. You
Right.
can't bash him and say he was out of line if you would do the same thing.
Exactly. Because I would do the same thing.
I would do the same thing.
Absolutely. How many people would do the same freaking thing if somebody come at them nasty? And one thing about it, those were black women in there on that couch. If somebody come at any one of them nasty, you know the first thing they're gonna do is get an attitude. You know that.
She
So I can
already
make
got
them
one, and
understand
ain't
that.
nobody came up on her. She already got one.
Out the
And
gate.
ain't nobody said nothing.
Exactly. So you know you already got an attitude. You say something to you say something about anything about it. Now you wrong for saying
I
something.
mean, I'm just saying you set the tone. When you go with the tone that's been set, I mean, ain't nothing to say. If you go keep it 100, now you got so many people out here that's just like the Twitter person. This he did this. Oh, he ruined his any chance for getting black voters, and he blew it. Man, no, he didn't.
He sure didn't.
No, they came off on him rude, and he came back. He didn't even go as hard as they went.
Exactly. And that's what me and Blow like. He keep it 100.
You got to keep it 100.
Yeah, but the people asking the questions didn't keep it 100. That's a problem. It's more to that. We're going to get into a little bit more of it.
Yeah, make sure you give us a call, 704-449-6563. If not, make sure you share the live. Share the live. We send out the cash apps. Share the live.
Absolutely.
Room full of black journalists, and there's a lot of black rappers who are supporting Donald Trump because they know what he did with the Step Act, and they know what Joe Biden did with the crime bill, and they know what Kamala Harris did. They know, and so, and boy, she is being, I gotta say, nasty. That is unprofessional, and really
but it's crazy that Democrats can't hear that. Like it, like
do you think this plays with
Democrat voter? They don't hear that that's nasty.
Do you think do you think that plays with independence? Because that's unprofessional. That's not professional. That's not a professional job. That's not what that is.
That's how you never get an interview again.
That's right. And he's the guy who showed up. And if you caught at the top of it, she said, a lot of people think it's inappropriate for you to be here. A lot of people at the Black American Journalists Association think that it's inappropriate for the former president and the guy who's probably going to be president to actually respect your organization enough to show up and take questions from you. That's inappropriate. So you guys don't want the president to come to address your organization? That can't be true. You can't be that ridiculous that people don't want the former president and the guy who's going to be president, who has enough respect for you, to actually show up at your organization's meeting. You don't want him? I don't want the president to the president? Okay. All right, here we go.
It's important, though, before we move off that.
Go ahead. What?
I was going to say that it's important to note the framing, because that is their technique. That is like classic, like espionage / propaganda technique of, if you frame something as like, this, anti-Semitic guy made this claim, or this racist said this thing. As long as they frame it, people have been trained to take the framing and then hear it all through that lens. And so that's what she was trying to do, is just frame it as, you're a racist piece of shit, but what do you have to say to my totally sound bit claim that is not what you actually ever said?
Hey, come see it.
They trying to downplay it. You're absolutely right. They trying to downplay as much as possible. Trump as much as possible. They just don't like his aggressiveness. Absolutely, they don't like his aggressiveness. But if you come off on somebody aggressive, you got to think you're gonna get that back. You're gonna get that back. I'm telling you, from anybody that I know, you come off on them sideways, they're gonna come back at you. Yeah. That's just the way that go. And what's good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. But that's disrespectful. That's unprofessional. The way she came off like that. I mean, they just don't get it. I really, to be honest with you, I really feel sorry for most of our black women out here that's been brainwashed and took a head. Now, this is my personal thought right here. I really think that you're not paying attention because you think you're gonna get something. That's just my personal belief. You think that the Democrats gonna give you something?
Yeah, but
These people are not gonna give you anything.
But I don't understand why you don't understand that you might get something out of the Republicans.
They don't understand it because they've gotten welfare. They've gotten all of this stuff that don't mean anything out of the Democrats. And it's only been the women. You tell me what the black man has ever gotten out of a Democrat versus a black woman. I can tell you what he got. He got a bunch of jail time. Okay. He got a bunch of child support. The court side every time against him. Every time he go to court, he's getting sided against.
He got kicked out the house.
Absolutely. They kicked him out of the house. They stunted his job performance and growth, but it was hard for him to get a job. They gave the woman money. Okay. So this is what that's how they brainwash you. That's how you've been brainwashed.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep.
I can tell you about that, man. That's why most men have waken up. Most of them, most black, especially black men, have waken up.
Yep.
They have waken up now because they understand what's really going on. They finally see it. And kudos to the women, and especially the black women that see it. No, they didn't expect.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like I think they did. I think they wanted them.
You think they was provoking a response?
Yeah, that's all they trying to do.
Yeah, I think they tried to provoke one.
Dreams and lies and justice. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all they got.
That's all we had.
Can't beat your child. They ain't gonna better not have no man boots nowhere in the house, or they gonna cut your check off. No food stamps for you.
Yeah.
All this government assistance, work first, all this stuff. They just create stuff to give a woman.
Exactly. They create stuff to give her and keep the man down. That's the part that they don't understand. They have created a facade out here in this world that a woman don't need a man.
Yep. Especially
a black woman. They really did that for the black woman. They tried to make her understand and think that I don't need a man. Yes, you do need a man. God said you needed a man. Okay. A man need a woman. It was just built like that. Yeah. So you go out here and you try to do these things. I can about guarantee you the woman asking that question, okay, don't have a man. And if she got a man, she's in a tumultuous relationship. Because one thing about it, if that would have been my woman, my wife, anybody like that, and you disrespected a man like that, I would have something to tell you about that. You go on national TV and you go disrespect a man like that. See, men don't like to be disrespected. And you shouldn't let your woman, your wife, whoever, girlfriend, etc. You shouldn't let them be disrespectful to another man. Bro, how would it if your wife or whatever, if she went out disrespect another, that ain't for her to do.
No, that ain't for you to do.
You
out of place because
you out of pocket.
Because you creating something for me to have to.
Exactly, that's what that is.
If I got a problem with it, I need to address that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you got a question, ask it. You ain't have to go all like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, wouldn't no man let their woman address a man like that, because if she addressed him like that, she was address the man that she got like that. And if she addressed the man that she got like that, she ain't gonna have no man. I can guarantee you that. See, it's one thing a man don't deal with is disrespect. You don't take it from another man, and he's definitely not gonna take it from a woman. And when you start, if a woman start disrespecting a man at home, I can guarantee you he won't be there long. That's a fact. You know, and I hate to say it, I don't even want to be like this, but most black women try that. They've gotten it in their heads that they can do that because they don't need a man. Now you have to go to a woman. That's how all that stuff starts happening. Now you say the man is bad. No, the man ain't bad. You know, you just been disrespectful. I would have never let nobody do that.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know, this is exactly how
that's how it's supposed to be. Giving the woman all types of help, but excluded the one thing that is sensitive to a household, which is the man. Absolutely. They forced the man away to make women and kids dependent on them. Brother, you got that. I'm telling you, man, George, you hitting it right on, spot on. That is exactly what's going on. And I don't think our women see that. That's what I'm talking about. They don't really understand that's what's going on out here. You know, you looking around thinking that you get a few dollars or, I can work and make a little money. Yeah, you can, but that ain't a household. Nope. That's not a household. When you put kids in the mix, you start putting kids in the mix. Why you think you got your kids out here toting pistols? Why you think you got your kids out here robbing everybody?
Disrespecting their daddy.
Disrespecting a daddy and another man. They got that stuff from somewhere. They seen you do it. That's why you don't got a man. That's why you don't have a man. You ain't gonna have no man, and you ain't gonna keep no man the minute you disrespect him. That goes out the window. And for this woman to get on there and disrespect the man, I don't care who he is. You don't do that. I don't know a man watching this show tonight that would let their woman get up there and disrespect a man.
Me
Duh.
Hey, if you watch it from any other platform, if you watch it from my blog page or for Time to Tell the Truth group or
Art
anywhere
page,
on
my
Facebook,
page.
Art page, come on over to YouTube. That's how we can see your comments when they pop up. I know a
Yeah.
lot of y'all probably say Art and them don't respond to me. Come on over to YouTube, Time to Tell the Truth podcast.
Right.
It's all one word, and get in
And
the
hit
chat.
the link. Yeah, and you can get in the chat. Hit the link that we shared on our page. I shared it to my page.
Yes, on
Get
my
in
page.
there and get on over to YouTube and you can start sharing. I see a lot of people that was on my page responding. They're on Blow page responding, but we can't get back to you because we on YouTube, okay? So with that being said, make sure you put your cash apps up, like and share the page. That helps us out.
We as a race, man, we gotta stop tricking ourselves, man.
Yeah,
We gotta realize that the people ain't giving us nothing.
right.
I mean, I think I figured it out to a certain. Now, this ain't the exact way I feel it is, but for the most part, the Republicans believe that the rich get richer. But I'm gonna tell you what happened when the rich get richer. When the rich get richer, it gives opportunity for everybody else to get rich.
Exactly.
And then the Democrats want the rich to get poor, and when the rich get poor, everybody else get poor. Do you not realize that? Because if they take money from the rich, whatever the rich selling is going up.
And we're going to get into that. We got another clip that we're going to show you, and that's part of what's going on out here in this society now. The DEI. That's the DEI. For all y'all, matter of fact, we got a special cash app going to somebody who answers this question. It's a 3-part question, but I want the best answer for it. What exactly is DEI? I want all three of the things explained out so we'll know what it is, okay?
Will be in Chicago, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Duluth, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida, Tempe, Arizona, and Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire.
So now I have to stop it there, because these are the people who push DEI, diversity,
Absolutely. We had to stop it right there too, because she's talking about, people have said that she's a DEI hire. She is a DEI hire.
Yep.
Yeah. When you hire somebody based on their ethnicity, or on their skin color, and not on performance and what they got and on what they really do.
Of being qualified.
Right. That's crazy. Or
Diversity,
actually being,
equity, and inclusion.
that's what it stands for. I want each one of those words broken down. We're going to break them down on the show. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yeah, that's what DEI stands for. And we getting ready to watch Trump ask this lady, what is DEI? What do it stand for? We getting ready to say, we getting ready to show it up.
Yeah, and then this is the thing too, while we're talking about it, that's exactly what she is.
She was not elected. She was selected.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
And just,
She was not elected. Let's get that right. She was selected.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
voted for Kamala Harris nowhere around. You don't see a single vote that she's gotten from nobody, which is terrible. We're going to get into that. We're going to show some more.
Yeah,
of this
she
clip.
definitely was nominated by Biden.
Yeah, that was not elected.
No.
They're supposed to have a primary to do her that. They didn't do that. They skipped that.
It's a first judgment decision.
It's a first-
First impression judgment decision.
Yeah,
Wrong
that's exactly.
answer.
Yeah, wrong answer. Yeah, you're right. I don't. Who voted for it? Show me one vote that went for Kamala Harris
No,
that the people voted for. I don't know one.
you want to get back to the video?
Yeah, let's get back to the video.
All right, cool. Here we go.
equity, and inclusivity. Is that what that stands for? Correct.
Yep.
So why would you now be upset that it worked? Either you support DEI or you don't. Why do you look at DEI as, she's the one framing it as of course Kamala Harris isn't DEI. So are you saying people who are DEI are less than? You're the one, she's the one actually saying that. She doesn't even really realize that she's undermining her own position of DEI Am I wrong about that, Ian?
No, that's the thing about all these like woke ideologies and identity politics is they inevitably are self-undermining, and it's like lying. It's like you inevitably will eventually get tied up in lies that are conflicting with your other lies because none of it is reality and none of it makes sense. And Biden himself on the White House, like official White House website, back when Kamala was chosen as the vice president, at the very first paragraph, it said she has all these strengths, not the least of which being that she's the first Black and Indian like vice president or whatever it was, is like directly on the website in the very first paragraph about why she's qualified and a great pick for vice president.
And when Joe Biden said he was going to pick his Supreme Court justice, he said it has to be a Black woman. That's a DEI pick. And so you guys so now it sounds to me like that Black journalist is denigrating DEI hires. That's what I thought.
We should be celebrating it.
That's what I thought right wingers do. So she doesn't even realize, as you said, Ian, she's undermining her own position, which is to be pro DEI. But Trump, I think actually Trump handles it. Let's watch. Let me back it up just a little.
Is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a definition then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that?
So he's trying to get her to say, what does that mean? When you hire somebody DEI, what does that mean? You mean you're hiring somebody on their race or their sex or their gender?
This woman was so pathetic, she couldn't even answer the question of what DEI was. She didn't even answer the question. Oh, diversity. Everybody know what the letters stand for, the words stand for, but what is it? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was saying from the beginning. What is DEI? I mean, come on, man. Yeah, we know diversity, equity, and inclusion. We know those words, but what exactly is it? She couldn't even define it herself and sitting up there asking a question. That's crazy. And you're supposed to be a professional journalist. You're supposed to have this information. Yep. If it's so much about diversity, let's break that word down. Then that's just the start. Let's just start with diversity. If it's so diverse, where's the Latino? Where's the Chinaman? Where's the Jamaican? Where's all of these people? Where's all these other people? Yep. Where's the African? I ain't seen the African up there for nothing. No. Where's the diverse? I ain't seen them putting everybody up there. You just want to put Black.
Yeah, Black or homosexual. Because they got the trans men in transportation, right?
Absolutely. That's a DEI.
The LGBTQ and Black is the only thing that's qualified for diverse.
Right. Diversity. That's the only diversity you see out here.
But that's the part of the trick. Can you not keep it 100 and say that's a part of the trick?
704-449-6563. 704-449-6563. The number's at the bottom of the screen.
And please keep it 100, Carl.
Exactly.
Because that's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
There's no way you can't tell if you can't name nobody that's not Black or LGBTQ that's in the cabinet right now.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
yeah.
They sat up there and said that the Supreme Court justice was going to be a Black woman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, was she the most qualified Black woman? No.
She couldn't even say what a woman was.
Thank you. So now I'm gonna ask this question. If you put a Black woman on the Supreme Court and you ask her what a woman is and she don't know what a woman is or can't say what a woman is, now guess what's gonna happen when a bill come up there for as a trans bill? Guess which way she's voting? This stuff is not hard.
Hold on, Carl. Let me get you on. Go ahead, Carla.
How y'all doing?
We're doing
pretty good.
Good, healthy conversation. I just wanted to speak a little bit about the whole diversity, equity, and inclusion portion of your show. You know, these types of things came along when you look at, i.e., the Supreme Court, right? So we had a Black man on the Supreme Court, which was Clarence Thomas, right? And we had a Latina woman on that. We had almost every gender and as far as black and white and maybe Hispanic is concerned, but there was never a black woman. So that's why Joe Biden said, okay, I'm going to put a black woman on the Supreme Court. Then he said, I'm going to choose a black woman as vice president. I'm saying, like, it sounds like if you don't have the diversity, equity, and inclusion, you won't have a mixture. You just won't get it.
Wait,
because white America, well, let me finish. White America would always look at maybe a Kamala Harris and says that, oh, well, she's not qualified. Well, she is.
I mean, but what makes her qualified?
Yeah,
Other
that's
than,
what I'm talking about. Other than her color.
Other than her color.
I can tell you what makes her qualified. The same qualifications that she has the same qualifications. She has an education. She's college educated. She had the experience, and she went on to make her mark. However, she made her mark. She was a district attorney. She was a lawyer. She passed the California bar. And I'm saying, so when someone can go to law school, come out of law school with good grades, become a lawyer, then go in the courtroom and do what she got to do, then get elected, and not hired, but elected as a district attorney. Hold on. And she got elected. There was a whole election. Go back and look at it. So at the end of the day, with her qualifications, by her being a black woman, she would have never gotten into that White House without a white man saying it was okay for her to be there. I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with race and genders and LGBTQ and all this other stuff. There's so much stuff and I can't hardly keep up with it. But what I can tell you is that diversity, equity, and inclusion, I think, is very positive. And the reason why I say that is because without it, black folks, now Latinas, Asians, whoever, that's their people. But black is my people. And I say that it was warranted, it was needed, because had not, they would have been overpassed by people who was way less qualified.
Well, that's not, see, that's where the problem come in at. The only thing that makes her qualify, okay, whenever you got corruption on your name, and then when you dealing and you was over the head of a city that's literally being considered a dump right now.
Exactly.
Which is San Francisco is being considered a dump. I mean, you got people running up in stores by the thousands right now, just walking out with whatever they want.
Passed that law. Help pass that.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we say, and I'm not saying DEI is not a negative thing. I never said it.
But
and
when
I don't
it's corrupt,
think
it is.
Well, when it's only solely because you're black and a woman.
Yeah, exactly. You need more qualifications
You gotta be more qualified than that. Just like you can't just put on a dress to be eligible to be Woman of the Year.
Right.
I mean, that's the kind of DEI we dealing with.
Exactly.
Okay, right. So all of that, the whole LGBTQ thing and trans people and all that, that's just not part of my life. What I can tell you is that if you say you're going to be hard on Kamala Harris, and she's not qualified, and the Republicans, these white Republicans are calling her dumb. And that's bull. Number one. And then number two, you talking about her qualifications, give me Donald Trump's qualifications. Give me his qualifications.
He just ran the country for 4 years. That's qualification. And did a heck of a job at it. He just ran the country for 4 years.
No. If you go talk about qualifications, you can't give me no qualifications. Donald Trump, all of his businesses that failed, they all been bankrupt. This motherfucker been bankrupt a million times because he don't know how to run a business. Now,
well, let me tell you this. Listen, man. You know what makes a person a good person? It is not. I thought I wasn't gonna get interrupted. I thought I wasn't gonna get interrupted. But you never let me do it. Well, let me tell you what I got, and then you can make up your mind after that. We got people watching. Okay, first of all, the man ran the country for 4 years and did a heck of a job at it. That's one qualification. Okay, that's one qualification right there.
And then, let me tell you this right here too. And then you have the audacity to say that Donald Trump ran this country, and what did he do for so and so, and what did he do for me? And listen, Harris, nobody else. Whatever I want, I get up, go to work, and I go get it.
Well, everybody's not you, man. You got to realize you got a lot of people out here.
I'm not waiting on no president or no
Well,
black, white, Chinese, green.
Well, see, all you thinking about is you, and that's the problem. That's the problem we got. I'm not thinking about just you. It's a whole race out here, man, that I'm thinking about. You get your ass up and put on your clothes and do what you want, but I'm getting up thinking about everybody, every black person in this country. When it comes to voting, you ain't thought, well, let me ask you this. Did you think about the thousands of people? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Right.
So you get up in the morning and you're concerned about black people.
Right.
But in the same breath, you sit here and take Kamala Harris and drag her down a rabbit hole.
Okay, hold.
It makes no sense.
Hold, it don't. Well, let me ask you if this make any sense. How many rabbit holes she done dragged my whole community through? Do you realize that she locked up thousands of black people out in California, man? Do you realize that? Do you realize she withheld evidence, kept people in prison? Man, what is this man talking about? You done lost your mind, man. Come on, hey, drag her down a rabbit hole. We the one been drugged down the rabbit hole. What is wrong with you, man? Have you lost your rabbit mind? I'm just saying, man, you had to be done lost your mind. You better go do some homework on Kamala Harris. This woman had a man going to the death chamber and she was hiding evidence. Yeah, I think about our black people. See, you thinking about yourself, and I ain't with that. Thank you for calling, caller. I'm not with that, man. I'm not with nobody sitting here thinking about themselves when you talking about I'm downgrading Kamala Harris when she done locked up half the black men in California under false pretenses, gave them sentences, kept them in there longer, wanted to go out firefighting. Go do your freaking homework, man. Don't stop telling me this, man, when this woman out here doing her homework. Go do your homework, man.
We gonna listen to you, caller.
The call dropped. I'm back.
Okay,
Now,
go
what you
ahead.
say?
I'm just saying, go do your homework. You talking about denigrating somebody. She just denigrated half the population of California.
I tell you what you do. You tell me to go do my homework. Talk to me about Central Park 5 and Donald Trump. Talk to me about that.
Well, we already did that episode.
We already did that episode and debunked that, man. That's been debunked, bro. That's been debunked. That's not his policy.
And this is the thing.
You go look up Agenda 47. Yeah. Man, come on,
But I'm
man.
gonna tell you one thing.
Yes. Yes.
And then you let Donald Trump go.
Yeah, but you gonna let Biden go. Biden locked up way more people than
That's
the
what I'm
Central
talking
Park
about. This
Five.
man don't know nothing about what
That
went
man
on out
locked
here in
up
this
way
country,
more
man.
people than the Central
This
Park
man is
Five.
lost on policies, man.
I hit that button. But I can tell you one thing. At the end of the day, all this work y'all doing, that's good, it's positive. I think
It's for black people.
Exactly.
It's for black people, my dog.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So anyway, let me finish my sentence, please.
It's for blacks.
At the end of the day, you guys are doing. This is democracy in action. Everybody can have different views, and you really don't know my views. I just like to argue.
Yeah, I know it.
Right, but what I can tell you is this right here. At the end of the day, this is democracy in action, and it's exciting, and people are supposed to have their point of views. They're
Yeah.
supposed to stress their point of views. Look, your point of view is no righter or no wronger than mine. I'm going to vote for whoever I want to vote for, and you're going to be able to vote for whoever you
Yeah,
want.
but somebody just put a comment up on the page, and that you can't argue with facts, bro. Your opinion is yours and mine is mine, but a fact is a fact.
The fact is a fact.
Yes, I can argue with it, and I just did not throw you into my argument as well. But
Okay.
what I can tell you is this right here. At the end of the day, y'all keep fighting. Do what you got to do.
We love you, man.
Yeah, you know we love you, right?
But what I can tell you is this right here. Donald Trump is not going to win that election.
Well, I
might
mean,
as
we'll
well
see.
Find something else to focus on because he ain't going to win.
We'll see.
All right. Well,
It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. And guess what? And the day after the election, that following show, I'll be right back to call you back.
we'll be on here.
And we'll bring you on. We want
Yeah,
you on the show.
we're gonna bring you on the show then. How about that?
Oh, yeah. And you guys are there, with your Trump t-shirts on and your Trump ball caps.
I think. Well, all right. Well, then let me give. Well, let me explain this. Let me explain something.
As far as you know, he might be my choice as well.
Well, do me one favor. Just do me one favor. Just do me one favor before you get off here. So I'm gonna give you two right quick. I don't like the fact that you tax the rich and take their money, send it to Ukraine so they can raise the prices on all the goods. And we have listen, and we have to pay more. Listen, and we have to pay more. I don't like the fact that we drilling offshore and when we could drill here and gas would be cheaper. And I don't like the fact. Hold on, one more thing. And I don't like the fact that they allow a man to put on a dress and win Woman of the Year award.
Absolutely.
Now, besides Trump, give me two things you don't like about the Republican Party.
I don't like the Republican Party because I feel like the Republican Party is racist, and I feel like it's
What you basing that on?
wait a minute. These are my damn views, not yours. You do what you
Yeah, but that's a broad view, though. I need
That's a
like
broad view,
I
man.
gave you three exact things.
No, that's what you're not gonna do.
I mean, I gave you three exact things. I gave you three exact things.
Wait a minute. Do you remember when the journalist asked Donald Trump that question, and Donald Trump answered that question the way he wanted to answer it? That was okay.
That's
I have a problem with that. Hold on. So when you ask your question and I tell you my question, I'm gonna answer it the way I want to ask it.
But that's a politician's answer. You're not a politician.
The stuff that comes out of y'all mouth is what y'all believe, and I ain't got no problem with that.
No.
All right, so give me one more. So give me one. Give me one more. I said besides Donald Trump to keep
that's
the
the first
racism
thing.
out of it. You know what I mean? Because that's the main thing they're gonna say about Donald Trump. I just want to know two things that you don't that they do that you don't like.
Do you want my answer or don't?
I mean, I'm
Because I can
listening.
give it to you. So right. So here's my second thing. Right. We and I heard you guys just show on abortion and things like that. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Right. How can a group of old white men with their balls hanging to their kneecaps try to tell a woman about what she's doing? What I'm telling you is this right here. Mind your own fucking business.
I get that, but let me ask you this. All right, so this is the only question I got for you. So this is the only. So listen. So this is the only thing I need an answer to. Who made abortion a responsible act?
Who made abortion a responsible act?
Who made it responsible? Having an abortion is irresponsible.
That's your view.
No, that's the only view.
That's the only view.
That's the only view. You cannot. Okay, so what makes? So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Listen. So listen. I know, but I'm about to. I know. I just want your answer. Listen.
You gotta
I gotta give you the question so you can give me the answer. What makes a woman allowing a man to go in her with nothing on it?
Be responsible.
Okay, and having a baby, and listen, and getting pregnant and going out paying money to get rid of it. What makes that responsible?
And I got an answer for you, right? So if a woman goes and has sex with a man and is unprotected and a baby occurs that's conceived throughout that transaction, right?
Yeah.
The woman says, "I don't want the baby. I'm going to have an abortion," right?
Okay.
If the man, there's rules for the women. So the people are saying, "Hey, we don't want you going out there just killing children," things like that, right? And I might have an issue with that, but my view is just right here. Where are the rules for the damn men?
He don't.
Child support.
Hold.
I'm going somewhere if you let me. I'm gonna take you down the journey. If you can sit up as a man, sit down and tell a woman what she should. These are your rules, and what you're doing is wrong. And so the man having unprotected sex is not wrong.
No.
That's
Yep.
okay. So right there is where I'm drawing my line. Mind your own business.
Okay.
Mind
Right.
your own business.
Right. I like the way your line drawn, but at the end of the day, let me tell you a secret. A man can't get pregnant. That's why the woman got to be responsible for that. If I could get pregnant, I wouldn't get pregnant. Okay? I would hold that responsibility myself. A man cannot get pregnant either way it goes. At the end of the day, the woman is responsible. That's why it's her choice, because she is responsible. It should be the man's choice then. What about the man how to have a choice in the body? You say it's her body, her choice. If she's responsible for that body, then she should be protecting that body. That's the bottom line. At the end of the
That's her
day,
body, her
I
choice.
can't get pregnant.
That's her body, her choice.
Her body, her choice.
So-
She's got the and her responsibility. Okay, if that whole body is her responsibility, it's her responsibility not to get pregnant. Okay, point blank, period. Because a man cannot get pregnant. Period. What?
You are a misogynist.
Why? Because I want to make somebody responsible? That's just like a pistol. If you pick a pistol up, it's not going to shoot itself. A pistol is not going to shoot itself.
No. But let's.
Yeah.
Is my question misogynistic?
Yeah.
Is my question misogynistic?
No, I don't think now one of them is misogynistic because I want to hold somebody responsible.
I just want to know if it's a responsible act.
Right. I mean,
I want this. That is misogyny, and you can't change that. What I can tell you is this right here. At the end of the day, if you gonna sit up and say, okay, well, a woman should know better, you should too. You should too. You are human, just like she is. And God gave you a brain, and He gave her a brain. But what you want to do is you want to hold her to a standard that you can't keep your damn self. Put your condom on, and then you don't have that issue.
absolutely. I agree.
So have a good day on that one. Have a good day on that one.
All
right,
Caller, we gotta get ready
to wrap it up, caller. We thank you. Well,
And when you get started with something else, I'm calling right.
okay, let's just address this elephant in the room right quick. You know, at the end of the day, how can you have it both ways? How can on one part you say your body, your choice, and on the other part you want somebody else to be responsible? That part I don't get. I mean, you want somebody else to be responsible for something you should have took responsibility for. If I got a pistol and the pistol is laying right there, and as long as I pick that pistol up, looking at it, and the pistol go off, I can't blame the pistol. I can't blame the pistol for going off. I'm the one picked it up. I was responsible for the pistol. I'm responsible for that pistol. If you're responsible for your body, then you protect your body. You protect your body at all costs. That's what you do. It's nobody else's fault. You can say it's misogynistic because you want to twist the facts. You want to get rid of being responsible. You're not a responsible person. You don't want to be responsible.
I mean,
you got to be responsible.
That's my whole thing. I'm not against abortion.
I'm not either.
But they hold it as a responsible act.
Right, and it's not responsible. It's an irresponsible act.
It's an irresponsible act.
Because you got 1,000 different contraceptives out there you can take. You don't even have to sleep with a man if you don't want. Okay, you hold that key. You got to make him wear something. You should do that. It's your body. I can't tell you what to put in your body. You allow stuff to go in your body. If I go out there and don't wear a mask and catch a cold, that was my responsibility. I should have had on something. I should have put on. I should have did that. I go out of the house naked and catch the flu. I'm responsible for this body. Now, if I'm responsible for this body, I'm gonna blame somebody else for me catching a cold because it was cold outside or something like that. Oh, yeah, it was cold outside. No, women got to start taking responsibility for what they do and stop putting it off on other people. I'm tired of that crap.
And this is the thing that we have to lose sight of too. Us as people, well, I'm gonna say the Democratic people, because I'm gonna align myself with them for a second. You can't allow people to tell you that the man is for abortion when the man wants each individual state to decide on that. He doesn't want that decision. I seen about 3 commercials the other day. Kamala Harris saying out of her mouth, "Oh, Donald Trump, when he's elected, he's going to sign the bill and force abortion on everybody." He already done said out of his mouth 10 times. Yeah. I believe that is something that the states
how to pick up, and y'all vote on. Let's kick it back to the states. And Ray was right. 12 old men in the Supreme Court or whoever's up in the Supreme Court shouldn't be doing it. They should kick it back to the states and let people vote on it.
You vote on it in your state. You vote on it in your
own state. That's democracy. But my thing is this: take responsibility, man. Stop trying to get out of being responsible. You can blame anybody you want for anything, but at the end of the day, you know and I know that a man cannot get pregnant. As long as I can't get pregnant, I ain't gonna have to go around and get rid of no baby. That's the bottom line. So I don't have to be responsible for this body.
Whoever don't wants to have a baby is the one that should have responsibility of birth control.
I agree with that. If you don't want to have the baby, then be responsible. But either one of them. But at the end of the day, regardless of whether you say that, still at the end of the day, it's your body, your choice, right? Make a choice not to get pregnant. Don't even have sex, or don't let nobody go up in you like that. That's the end of the day, period. So you don't want to accept the end results. They want to accept something in the middle. The end result is if it's your body, your choice, if you get to make that choice, you got to deal with the choice from the beginning. See, you want to deal with all the choices and blame somebody else at the end of the day. Where if it's your body and your choice, It's your body. You know that body can get pregnant. Don't let it get pregnant. How about not having sex till you're ready? Okay, that's the first thing. You know, to stop trying to blame everybody, man, for everything you do. That's crazy.
Maybe the woman wants to have a baby and the man doesn't, then what?
Well, if you know the man don't, then don't let him have one. That's the bottom line. If you know he don't want to have one, why you letting him go in you like that? I'm just saying, that's a typical answer. What you mean, then what? If you know he's not wanting to have one, what you gonna do? Force it one on it? If you know that, why don't you keep it 100 and tell him I'm gonna make sure I get pregnant from you. And if he ain't want to have nothing, then he got a choice to make himself. But at the end of the day, he's not gonna get pregnant. And that's the bottom line. You can't make him get pregnant. I'm sorry. Just like you coined that phrase, my body, my choice, it's still your choice from the beginning. Not just the end is your choice, the beginning too. I'm going in like that simply because people seem to don't want to take responsibility these days. Just like they don't want to take responsibility for knowing that Kamala Harris is a piece of trash to me. I don't know what you call a person that would let a man go to death row within hours and the court got to force you to give up the evidence that would exonerate this man. Now you tell me what you call a person like that. Well, I'm telling you, I can't find nothing good to call a person like that. I'm telling you.
I would call him not the most qualified person to be the president.
Absolutely. Not the most qualified, nowhere near qualified to be nothing. She ought to be locked up. I'm just saying, she ought to be locked up. Being smart don't qualify you for nothing, man. I'm talking about being smart. What's that got to do with you locking up an innocent man? What about his family? I tell you what, go talk to the man's family, go talk to his wife, his kids, his brothers, his sisters, and go talk to them about Kamala Harris. That's what you go do. Go talk to them thousands of people she withheld the drug results from, knowing that they was no good. Okay, go talk to them people and go talk to their families and come back and tell me what they tell you. I'm just saying, man, come on, man, that is terrible. You see what I'm saying?
Handle your responsibilities.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the way it goes.
Everyone for what you choose to do, man up, face it, and handle your responsibilities. Hey, do what you do. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, a man can't get pregnant. So you knowing that a man can't get pregnant, the man ain't got to worry about trying to get an abortion. If you know you ain't got to worry about certain things, then it becomes your responsibility, regardless of how you want to phrase that. I mean, people want to get by with it, but that you can't get around that. Yeah. One for what you do. Yeah. Communication is good. We got you, George. We got you coming. Nobody gave me a real definition of diversity, equity, and inclusion. All three words. But out of trouble, you won't have to be in front. Come on. Well, I mean, what if you ain't in trouble? I mean, what if you ain't in trouble? That don't mean you have to be mean because somebody get in trouble, man. That don't mean you got to tear somebody up.
Kamala, you don't want to be in front of Kamala with clean urine.
Exactly.
Drug test.
Yeah, the people were clean, and the drug test, she still kept them locked up. They didn't do nothing wrong.
Just to get the label.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You better do some homework, man. That is really corrupt. A lady that would lock people up longer to go fight fires, keep them in past their time. Okay, to go fight fires for 35 cents a day.
Just because
you want to save the county some money?
And then you want to lie and say they tested positive when they was negative.
When they was negative, you knew those results were fake coming out of there. She knew it and hid it. Come on, man. It locked up all those people for marijuana, then turn around talking about she was smoking herself. Man, come on, man. If that's the kind of person you want over a country, what you think she'll do to the people if she do that to them? I mean, what about it? You see, this stuff you don't realize this stuff till it happens to you. You know.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
A lot of black people starting to keep it 100.
They starting to keep it 100 because they starting to realize, hey, this stuff, something is wrong with these people. So you realize we got two people in the White House now that has desecrated the black family more than slavery did. They have separated more of the black people together, them two, than slavery. I told you when you put Joe Biden in there, you was putting the slave master in charge of you. Okay, I told you that. And you put him in anyway. How that done worked out for you? the last 4 years. How's that been working out? I can't tell it's
I
been
mean,
working
I
out.
ain't paid under $4 probably about maybe once or twice in the
Yeah,
last 4
I mean,
years.
how's that? How many businesses done closed down? I know plenty of businesses done went slap out of business. Trump gave a company I was working for $700 million. When Biden got in, they closed down.
Damn. And that's facts.
Them facts. That's what I'm talking about, man. Them facts.
That's
and how
facts.
many businessmen going? I know plenty of people,
That's
entrepreneurs that have their own vehicles, their own trucks. They can't even make a living these days.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody that say, man, I ain't moving my truck.
Yeah, I know plenty of people had to park their truck. Things have gotten so bad.
Yeah.
These are entrepreneurs. Then you hear Trump in there.
Look at that. If Kamala will, we'll see how intelligent and in tune our people really are.
Yeah, exactly.
We right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Trump going down, man. So
Yeah. We know it's going down.
and it's sad.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's truly sad, man, out here. I'm just saying, man, we not in tune with what's really going on. Poor fella, I really don't think he understands, or he ain't even tried to look at Kamala's record. Talking about qualified for
Lady
what?
P, if you still in here, put your cash up.
I'm talking about, I mean, doggone. I'm serious. You don't know this lady's record? You haven't looked at this record? Dog,
Yeah,
man.
put your cash up there.
Yeah.
They closed because of the Caribbean return of their tax money that they didn't need.
Well, they actually paid all that money back. They paid all that money back. Now they over there and retired. And what you gonna say about all these independent drivers that's out of business right now? I know plenty of them.
Yeah, I
They
know
stopped
some.
driving their trucks. They stopped driving them and went and got a job.
Yep,
How about that?
yep.
Because it's done got so rough out there.
Yeah, that's
You
facts.
got to know them facts. I'm talking facts. So you looking at one situation, but it's a lot of situations.
You got people that got their own trucks.
Yeah.
That got them parked.
They parked.
They
They
go
had
get
to
a
park.
job.
Yeah. Driving for somebody else.
That's the only way they go make money right now.
Exactly. This thing is getting crucial. Everybody know that. I'm just saying, if you don't know that, something's wrong with you. I mean, you can't deny. And I said I'm for our people. That's why I'm so against this lady. How many of our people she done locked up? How many of our people she under false pretenses? How many people Biden locked up over something done? You know, man, that's crazy. Your job, your president. Yeah, absolutely. This job, this president. Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of people in president. Go Kamala. I mean, you know, we'll see how that turn out. I like my man's statement back up there. But I'm just telling you, man, we have to wake up as a people. We have to wake up. Just because somebody's a color, she ain't gonna do nothing. You know her views. Go look at her. Go look at her clip. Go see what she like. She like kids. She like kids getting their penises cut off. Not to even meant her running mate. We didn't get to the last clip that we had to show you, and it was about her running mate. Her running mate. Go look it up, man. Go look up Walsh, Tim Walsh. Go look him up and see at the state of Minnesota, okay, up there where they got laws that tampons is put in all the men's little boys' bathroom from 4th grade up. All the boys' bathroom from 4th grade up, putting tampons in there. That's one thing, which is disgusting. These people are sociopaths. These people are disgusting. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know, not to mention, if your child gets to that state where this guy is, they can have the penises cut off, their breasts cut off, regardless of the age, and the parent can't do nothing about it. Come on, man.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
She was selected. Not even.
Yeah.
You see what happened last time? We voted for the person just because they were black.
Absolutely. What you get out of Barack? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
Trump did more than Barack did for black people, and he said it, and it's true.
Run the hell out of this country.
Yeah, in the ground, running right in the ground. Yeah, running straight to hell is the way she gonna run it, doing the stuff she doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
this stuff is of the devil.
it's of the devil. Everybody know it. I mean, for anybody or any Christian to say that they agree with this stuff that they go on in, man, there's something wrong with them. I'm just being 100. I'm keeping it 100. I'm just saying, man, that for anybody that call themselves a Christian that agree with this stuff that they doing, all these wars, killing all these people for their profit, sending all that money to Ukraine, Israel, these people got 3 wars going on right now. We didn't have a war under Trump, not one.
Nope.
I'm just saying, man, come on, man. All this
And
money being
to be all the way honest, ain't nobody ever give him credit for the way he handled the general.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody give him credit for that. He had a target, Al Baghdadi.
That was his name.
He went over there, 1 bomb, 1 kill.
1 kill, and didn't kill a bunch of people up.
Nope.
And got rid of this joker that was supposed to be got rid
And
of.
what y'all would say, oh, he gonna be facing war crimes. He need to be locked up for that.
Yeah.
Man, that man was over there screaming death to America.
Yeah, Barack Obama killed 1 million people. Look it up.
Ran
Most
out
of
of
them,
bombs.
most of them were women and children.
He said that boy
Yeah,
ran out
he
of
dropped
bombs.
so many. He dropped more than George Bush. He dropped so many. He ran out. Man, come on, man. We don't do our homework. People, I'm not blaming y'all for not doing your homework because they hide a lot of this information. They hide a lot of it. I mean, they hide this stuff from us. You go to Google stuff that's here. You got to Google it another way. You got to go in and put it this way just to pull the thing up. No, I'm telling you, man. The man ran out. He was that's pathetic and didn't do a thing for you. But you blowed it for him because why? He was just black? Is that it? That good enough? Yeah, I care about our people, brother. I really care about our people and what's going on. And when you got 2 people in office that has imprisoned 90% of the black male population in this country over some bull crap, okay? Yeah, I get real offended by that. I'll vote for the convicted felon.
Yeah, I want to make gas great again.
Yeah.
Food costs great again. Hey, I want to make the woman great again.
Absolutely. She deserved to be great.
There's no reason why women didn't go down there. Y'all should have January 6th the Capitol, man.
Exactly.
That man, and I don't even really feel comfortable talking about it because I don't want people to think I'm against the LGBTQ. But if you're a man in a dress, you need to give him the Man of the Year award.
Exactly.
And I don't think a man in the dress is more qualified than me.
Exactly.
And I know good and well ain't no man in no dress more qualified
Than a real woman.
No real. You could take one off the street that ain't never done nothing in life.
And everybody know men and women's sports don't go. Y'all seen the boxer got knocked out.
Oh my
I'm just saying,
God.
man, listen, that don't cut it, man. That do not cut it. It's just common sense stuff, man. Really, for real. Yeah, everybody ought to have a little bit of common sense.
Yeah.
All this crazy stuff going on out here, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. This stuff is crazy.
Me and Art gonna continue to bring you more episodes just like this one. Between what I say, what Art say, what y'all say, the truth is in there somewhere.
Hey, we thank everybody for joining in, man. We get a little excited on the show because I'm passionate, blow passionate. We don't come on here just to do this for ourselves. I can stay at home, man.
We for the black people.
That's who we are, man.
Stop letting them trick you, man. You is not paying the same amount of taxes as the billionaire. Stop that.
Absolutely not.
Stop that. If you work for a company that run trucks, man, if he not getting taxed as much, they go bring more trucks into your fleet. You can hire more people, feed more families, more men insured, more life insurance.
Thank you.
All this stuff.
If you squeeze him out, you can't get nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, you squeeze the man out, you can't get a thing.
But higher prices on whatever he's selling.
Listen, man. If they get a rich people tax break, it's not it. Or would you rather blow them to give them a tax break or put more taxes on them? I'd rather give them a tax break. Now they can do more. They can expand. They can hire more people. If you put more taxes on them, all they're gonna do is raise prices on your goods.
I mean, I ain't messing with the trans people. Stop messing with my mama.
Exactly.
That's what you're messing with. You messing with my mama.
Yeah.
Thank you, George. Man, I'm gonna tell that man tripping, man.
You messing with the trans people.
Yeah,
man. You messing with the regular people. See, that's the problem. They're trying to figure out. You messing with the regular people.
Hey, the trans of the year.
Yeah.
They need their own category. He don't qualify. That's your DEI right there.
That's DEI. It works.
That's your DEI at its finest.
You're not qualified.
No.
You're not qualified to be no woman of no year. When you qualified? What make you qualified to be a woman of the year and you're a man?
Oh my God.
I'm just telling you, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. Hey, one thing for certain, two things for sure.
We gonna tell the truth.
Because that's what we do. And the truth hurt, man. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure you got your cash apps up, like and share the page.
Yes, sir.